Multi-streaming and simulcasting. These are things that you should know as a content creator, especially in the sense of there are a lot of different ways to do it, and not many of those ways are actually that good. And I've made plenty of content about this, but I actually just had someone on the PolyTools Creator Spotlight talking about her journey with multi-streaming. I'm also watching a YouTube exclusive conference on like a playback recording, and they're talking about simulcasting and how important it is to like YouTube's future. And even though I've been talking about this as a viewer of content creation in the meta, and also someone who's trying to practice it as well, it is something that I thought, okay, if YouTube itself are talking about it, then I wanted to make sure I go ahead and make another video about it. Now, when it comes to the tools themselves, I've said many different times, the best tool on the market right now is Streamlabs. And as much as I love Meld Studio and the team that has been adding more and more features to it, its stability issues, I've had it kind of crash on me so many times, it doesn't even want to open up right now. Thank you, Ice Age Sin, for actually helping me out quite a bit, and now I can get it to open up technically, but it's just not as stable as I would like. And Streamlabs is also the only one that can do simulcasting in the cloud. So, and I say it's the only one because technically speaking, the only other tool in the market really for it is Restream, and Restream only does horizontal and it's ungodly expensive, and I just would not consider it as an option. And it's also just hasn't innovated in like 10 years. So there are all these different tools, and I've made a list in the past about like, here's all the different tools on the market, and I need to look more into vMix, but for the most part, you want to make it simple. You want to be able to do it without having to think about it too much. You want to be able to just go straight into creating content. You don't want to have the limitation of the tool blocking you. And before any of you put it in the comments, yes, I know about Atom and I know about Stream Elements Live. Those are not what I'm talking about. Those do not make it as easy for you. They're not syndicating it for you. You are just using them as a tool to do it yourself. And that's great. If you have the internet and the computer bandwidth to do it, that's great. I technically have the internet for it. I do not have the computer to do it. My CPU would probably melt under trying to do all those different streams, and especially while trying to play a game. And so I wanted to make this video because I think you need to be doing live streaming. I think that right now, as a modern content creator, we should be doing more live streams, and you should definitely be doing vertical and horizontal. I've been saying this for a while, and I'm just drilling it in once more, and I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to go about doing it. I even thought about doing it for this channel. Like, imagine right now, I'm recording this, but I could be live streaming this, and people could be commenting their questions and kind of interacting with me more, getting that kind of interpersonal relations, and that way, it's not just like a seminar, it's more like an interaction. And so I think that in the future, I probably will do this again, because I have done that in the past, a little bit on YouTube, mainly on Substack, where I was doing live streams talking about this. And then there's also just gaming too. I have tons of gaming content I want to make anyways. And so there's all these different tools, but Streamlabs is the best for this. And I definitely think you have to pay for it, yes. I'm not necessarily encouraging you to go ahead and get it right now. If you are not ready yet, then don't do it. But what you could do is get the free version of Streamlabs and just play around with it and learn how to use it. I was never a big fan of their interface. In fact, Meld has a way better interface than Streamlabs. But Meld just now got TikTok, whereas Streamlabs has had it for a while. And on top of that, Meld still doesn't necessarily have the multi-streaming cloud syndication. There is the multi-Meld tool, but it doesn't seem to be as like intuitive as Streamlabs at the moment, at least. I know they're going to probably work on it and make it better. I know that's how the team works over there. But at the moment, those are kind of your two choices, either Streamlabs or Meld, and then maybe Atom Stream Suite, and then maybe Stream SE Live. So that's the list of tools. I even thought about like, okay, you have like a little mini PC, right? Use something like this as a backup PC for streaming, or you get a mini PC that has a battery pack in it, and there's a few different ones on the market right now for like Indiegogo and Kickstarter that have like a screen built into it, battery built into it, and you could live stream in person. I think that's fascinating of an idea. And while you could do it on your phone, yes, I think that, and especially since Streamlabs has a pretty cool app on the phone, and it's the one that can syndicate it for you, you can actually probably use your phone for live streaming and just see how long like you can go for. So there's a lot of ways of interacting with content in the live realm, and you definitely want to be simulcasting, you want to be doing vertical and horizontal, and you want a tool that can syndicate it for you in the cloud. Those are the things you need. I'm telling you which one works, but you need to experiment and play around yourself.